Hello everybody and welcome back to day 13 of Blueprints. Now, day 13 could be unlucky for some, but yesterday in this game I managed to do an awful lot. I managed to get into the antechamber for the first time and then managed to get underground. So if you want to find out how that went, go and look at that, but there is still more to do today. We're going to have a look down here. We've got some permanent additions, which is just the Westgate path. We're going to try today to build on where we went yesterday, but for now we need to go out and do our secondary room. Our outdoor room is what we're going to start the day with and see if we can get anything good. I do apologise if I could have spent more time last time looking around and finding more things, but the issue is that I had planned to record something just before I was going out on holiday, and I had like an hour and a half, and it was coming towards an hour already, and I had a load of other things to do, so I decided, you know what, I will focus on other things. We've got a tool shed, which could be big. Rooms in your house will likely contain more dig spots. That isn't a guarantee of anything good, and the schoolhouse I've already done once. I think the tool shed is what I'm going to go for today, and it's going to give me, is that a sledgehammer back there? And a shovel. Nice. Those are great additions at the start of this. Both of those items are going to be amazingly useful for the rest of the run. And it means I don't have to think about that room too much. I don't know what it was. There are a few additional areas that I needed to do downstairs. I'm hoping it remains unlocked. Otherwise, I have to work my way out to the antechamber again and deal with all of that. But one other thing I do have, which is important, is I now have the ideas of what each path is going to be, what I need to do to get open each of the doors of the antechamber, which is up here. So let's go straight away, see what we can do. The den is perfect for this spot, gives us a nice early gem, and we can kind of move forward from there. Let's grab that and see how it goes. Very nice, very nice, very nice. There's also one of these, which I can immediately smash open with my sledgehammer. A couple of keys. More than happy with a couple of keys. Now this one could either be a dead end or to the right would be fine. I mean, a closet would be nice, but either of these is quite nice as well. I've got a lot of keys already, so I think that maybe the pantry is the way to go. Yeah, let's go this way and see what we can do. Mainly because this gives us some gold and some of this fruit as well, which is very nice. And then we kind of want to keep going forward now if we can. The West Wing Hall is pretty nice. The parlour, I think the West Wing Hall is better, which is nice. Doesn't give us anything of interest, but we're starting down the west side. What is this? Why is that different? No, it's not different. Sorry, I'm starting to see things and questioning everything now. We now have a spare bedroom, which keeps us going up this side, which I'm happy to have. Honestly, I'm happy to have this now, which is very, very good. We can have a look here, and this is going to give us the garage, which could be nice. The chapel, which is interesting for losing money. Or this. Maybe it's worth going for the garage, just because then we can find a few other things. It does admittedly give us a bit of a travel. I don't know. Those 3 keys. Do I need them? I think I could need them later on, but I think I'm going to go for the nook, because I don't need to go out via the garage this time in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, let's go with the nook and go back in. And see if I can then turn back to the left. The passageway is good. The wine cellar. You know what? I think the wine cellar is where I'm going to go now and then head back. Because that's a nice little area for us to be in. And I don't think we'll need to come back here. This is interesting. A new room for us. Nice. Grab, grab, grab. Thank you. Very nice. Nothing else I can get from in here? No. Let's head back. Perfect. And it seems nice to have a thing right next to it, although having the spare bedroom in between is a bit of a weird one. But we're now going to head this way, which needs to be something interesting, to be honest. Let's see. The commissary could be good. It blocks off that, but it isn't the end of the world for that. Yeah, let's go for that immediately, because then we can start to see if we can buy anything. Anything on the floor? Sometimes there is. No, let's have a look. Upgrade discs. That is big. And we can also get keys here. So I'm going to see if I can get enough gold to get that. We do need to head to the left now, though, if we can. The right, sorry. Courtyard is nice. The parlour is the perfect spot for the parlour. Just turns us to the right and gives us the lovely opportunity to grab this and keep ourselves moving. Nice. Have a quick glance around everywhere else. Nothing. The windows are kind of covered in curtains. Here we go. A box with a false statement contains the gems. the statement on the blue box is true. So this could be true and this could be true, meaning this would have to be false, which is the blue box contains the gems. That seems to work. True, true, false. And then that means this one is true. And this has the things in it. But let's try the other way. If this is true, then the blue box contains the gems. That means this would be false. Wait, what am I saying? A box with a false statement. If that's true, then that's true. And then that can't be true. But then that also can't be true. Because that needs to be false. So it would need to be in here, right? Sorry, my brain has got... I've lost it this time. The statement on the blue box is true. So that means the box with a false statement contains the gems, which this one is false and therefore contains the gems. However, if this one is true and the blue box contains the gems, that means that this must be... If it's true, then that can't be the case because it's false. But if it's false, then it must be true. So it can't be that, so it must be the black one. There we go. Almost got it wrong for a second there. Boom, boom. Lots of gems, lots of very early gems. We now need to have one that really takes us left if we can. Left. Or I suppose forwards, actually. That's not too bad. Let's go for the drawing room because it gives us a lot more freedom to do a few bits and pieces. Is there anything in here that's like really helpful? Maybe setting the fire in the drawing room would be nice if I could ever get that thing again that I had. Let's go forward. I want to keep moving. Let's go. We've got the courtyard, which will get us blocked off. A corridor. I think the corridor takes us past where it needs to be. That's just the perfect one. It just pushes us past this little area. Means we can go straight forward and get into this area with a nice hallway, which takes us side and side. That's what we want. We want to keep this moving so that we can kind of move around a bit. Lots of more doors is nice. Let's keep moving. Yeah, let's use a key at this stage, moving into the west wing. Nice. We could use the kitchen, which would be nice, or we could get a walk-in closet here. I feel like the kitchen makes the most sense to keep us moving in this direction. And having a little spot for food is good. I can't see anything else in this room, I don't think. No, there's not normally anything else in here, which is fine. We now kind of want one that lets us go left a little bit, at least. Oh, another key. We're going to start by just using up some keys early, and then we can see. Security is not what we want, really. Storeroom is really not. Floor plans, don't care about. I kind of think security is our best bet here. Means we'll have to try and do another thing later, but at least this method gives us something. Okay, you don't have a setup there. We're going to have to head back and probably look back earlier on, but this is okay for now. Have we missed anything, is the main question. We have. View estate directory. No, we've not missed anything. That's good. Now, keycard system. Keycard system should currently be set to low until we have any of them, but there's one in here, which is annoying. Change the offline mode to... what am I doing? Change the offline mode to unlocked, because that's important. Good. And then I think we can go back, and then we can exit. Perfect. So with that all set up now, I can see if this door is locked here, maybe. Is this door locked? No, it's not, and now I've kind of got it committed to. The gymnasium could be a sensible route. Oh, that just blocks it off. Oh, all of this is going to get blocked off. That's kind of fine then. Let's put the observatory here. Good, and then we can see, because we're up to 7, right? 7? Do we have a 7? Apples are extra delicious today. Great. I was hoping for something else, to be honest, but let's see. There we are, the little apple. Cool. You can see out there, and we can go off now. So that's the observatory right next to this. We now just kind of need to head back and see what we can do. We do have this nice area to get some more stuff in the future, because that can take us up towards the foundation, which is where we do want to go. You know what? Let's, do we go all the way back, or do we have a look this way and see what happens? Is this locked? It's locked. I'm going to avoid using my final key just yet, and we're going to head back. We've got some time, I think. It should be fine. Yeah, let's go via the drawing room, because this gives us a free reroll. The maid's chamber, the closet, or that. You know what? Let's redraw some of these. I don't like any of these right now. Let's see, because it gives us a free one then. This is nice. This bedroom is the perfect spot, actually, because it just gives us the ability to walk through it and gives us some more steps every time we do. And the fact that this will need to be a section going forward is good. Chapel is fine. Coat check. Could maybe do some of these. Maybe the locksmith is the way to go. Because I've not really used the locksmith much yet, but if I could buy a good key. What keys do you have? We can get lots of keys. We could get a lockpick kit for 10. Yeah. I don't know what special keys are, but it's good to have this here. Got 24 steps left. I need to start thinking about steps, to be honest. So we're going to go back to the start and see what we can do with those steps. Through the commissary. I always call it the commissary. Why is that all barricaded up? Interesting. Let's move back. All the way back to the start. Perfect. Nice. So we've now got this luxury. We can go forward. If this is a cupboard, that's fine. But it could also go to the right. The office is big, or I think the storeroom. Just the storeroom for the little bits and pieces that we need to start with is good. Right near the start. Don't need to touch it again, and it's not in the way later on. But we're now going to go this way. Forward or left? Mean forward and left. The dining room. It is a bit of a trek to get back to here, but it's the best of these three. Hello to the dining room. It's actually a nice dining room on the outside of the building, which is quite nice. You can see out to the front. Very nice. I also want to see what's in this corner then. Let's see. Hello. Solarium or the boudoir. Ooh, I like the boudoir because it gives me some rerolls early, which is very, very nice. Because it also gives me some other stuff as well, which is good, which is another gem. If you know where to find it. Around the back here. Boom. Thank you. That's now 227. We're doing all right here. We then need to go forward. If I can get a forward or a left, would be nice. The veranda is nice. Greater chance of finding green rooms. I was about to say the chapel is okay to exist there. I suppose we're not going to come back this way too much right now. So we'll lose a couple of gold, I think, from this situation. But it's better to have it here than anywhere else. A closet. Perfect. Give us some items. A key and a gem. That's fine. But we lose another gold. But now we're going to keep moving forward. No real reason to come back this way. I can always come back the other way now. If I can get round this corner. Forward, please. Nothing there is good. Nothing there is good. The courtyard could be quite nice. You know what, let's go for the courtyard, because it gives us some nice green areas, but it also gives us something to dig, and a smashing thing there. Coin. Nice. Single one of those. Smash that open. 4 gems. Now that's what we want. Piece of wood, which isn't normally there, I don't think. Anything else in here? Another place to dig. And get us another coin. Nice, that seems good. We're not going to go back that way for a little while now. Come on, please let me keep going forward. Ooh. That could be quite big for right now, but it does stop us. We need to kind of go there. We need the gym, which is annoying, but we need the gym. Let's keep moving forward. 2 steps gone. We need to find somewhere to give us steps soon. Okay, that could be very good, because it could spread out some gold and take us in a direction we want to go. That's nice. Hello, we're in here now. Let's quickly go and spread some stuff here. Enter. Let's run payroll. Good. And then we need to spread gold in the estate. Spread the gold. Nice. Return to the main menu. Did it not let me run payroll? Oh, it's already been done. I see. Let's go like that. Nice. Ooh, there's something. Is there anything in this drawer? Interesting. There we go. Oh. There was something about the safe in the office, wasn't there? And the safe wasn't, the code wasn't that. Let's try some of the codes we've got. 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. Enter. No, that's not it. 1, 4, 2, 2, 7. Sandy Heights. No. I don't know. Then. We don't really have a proper code in here, do we? You? That's quite cool. Trying to find anything that would give me a code. Is it in this room, likely? Doubt it is. Sometimes it is, though, actually. What's this say? The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Oh, good to know. Oh, there's money there. Thank you. Here we go. Please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Hearings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suppose either would be suitable. Interesting. There's going to be something about this 5 code thing. Of the Count. March of the Count. Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Hearings of the Major. I don't know, it feels like there's something here. March of the Count seems to be important. 5235? 5235? No. 5235. I was just thinking if it's the letters of that thing there. That doesn't seem to work. This arrow is pointing somewhere. Anything else in here that could give it away? I'm just realizing I'm getting quite close here. There's a 10 on the side there. Don't think there's anything else. It must be something to do with those books. Right? March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Because these are red herrings. It's March of the Count seems to be important. Okay, don't quite know that yet. What's up there? Box. Maybe if I work out something about this. Okay, let's keep moving. We want a straightforward or to the right if we can. That's the wrong way. That kind of works. It just means that we are stuck in the direction we're going. I could add the pool, which would give us the option of getting back that direction to security a bit easier. But we're kind of stuck until we can get a door plan then. Unless I re-roll these. That could be quite good though. Library. Discover less common floor plans. Let's go for that. Let's go for the library at this stage. There could be some interesting items. There's a map. Nice. And I've got the shovel already. Oh, it's right near the end. Okay, that's big. Let's see what we could order this time. Do we have sightseeing gates? Do I already select that one? Pump system, drafting strategy. Let's stick with that then. I think that's what we're going for. Sightseeing guide of Reddington. What's this? Reading. If you wish to read more about a specific room, oh yeah, that's it. Because I can look here and see. Let's go forward then and see if we can do anything. We need to kind of go forward and right. Yeah, let's use a key. We've got a lot of keys at this stage. Hallway doors are always unlocked. The music room. Don't think I've been to the music room, although the workshop is also fun. The workshop could give me a few items as well. And it doesn't require anything extra. Let's go, have a look. Ooh, a battery. Battery pack, and then you also have this E thing, which is interesting. I haven't quite worked out this. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. Anywhere that has bold messages. Bold is sometimes... The message is sometimes lost if the bold... About to say, I think this works with the battery pack. Or this works with the battery pack to make a sledgehammer? Ooh, okay. It requires something else. Interesting. So that's good to know. I really do want to get some more stuff now. Let's see. The dark room could be good, especially given we don't really care about it too much. The guest bedroom also nice, but I think this is where we want to go. Because, yep, the dark room is on, which is a shame. But we can then go straight into here. We now need to think about it a little bit because we've got 2 steps left. I need something that gives me food. We can dig in here and see what we get. Another coin, nice. Over here, food, randomly, turnip. Pebbles, yay. There's one over here. Turnip. A brick. No, you know how exciting a brick is. Okay, not this way. We're going to have to try forward and side if we can. Because this one needs to have a left one. So let's go forward first because it doesn't really matter. Use a key. Something good for... That is quite nice for us, but it stops us from doing anything. I like the house features like so. If I redraw, maybe? I think I do need to redraw right now and see. Ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems, your gem to 2 gem. That could be quite nice. Doubles my gems every time I enter there, which is good. And there's a... more music, maybe. That could be something worth paying attention to. Anything this way that would give me food. Nothing there. We're going to re-roll. The guest bedroom is annoying in its placement. It is really annoying in its placement. The rotunda would be good. Study. While drafting, you may spend that. I think the guest bedroom is our only choice right now, though. Then we're going to have to go round to the study. None of these is helpful. I have to go for the guest bedroom. It's the only choice. I've already got the foundation. I'm hoping that that still opens, and that gives us this luxury of extra steps, which is good. It is annoying, though, that we can't now get round to this besides going the long way around. Like, we have to go back through the starting point now, which may be a problem. This day may not be the day, but for now we're going to have a look in here and see. Oh, it just sets gems to 2. Oh, okay. We do have the luxury of that back there, but can we... Okay. Under the stars are... What's this? True. 6 and... Oh, 7. There's music throughout it. I need to write this down. Okay. 6 is going to be our R. 7 is true. So that's going to imply that there is something that ends up in telling me what is true and what isn't. Clara and Simon. Nice. So that's the door of the antechamber, but I can't get into the antechamber from this way anyway. So this is not going to be my perfect run. I'm going to run back and see if I can get to the dining room. Actually, there's no real point. I just kind of have to keep going with this one. Let's do a quick check here to see if it keeps... If it's now I can go downstairs. Regardless. That would be nice. Because if it's still unlocked, then that saves me a lot of effort. Is it still unlocked? No. So every day I have to get to the antechamber and try it again. There is an upgrade disc here, though, which is nice if I can get back to somewhere that gives me that. Okay, so that's irritating. Okay, that does remain open. Nice. And does this remain open? Yes, it does. So I can just keep moving. But we're going to go back upstairs now, I think. I don't want to get too caught up here. Let's do this, because I want to finish off. Now that I know that you can get down here regardless, in the long term, it may be that I can use this as a way of getting out. Up we go. Cool. I think we're going to go across the dark room now and see what we can find here. An upgrade would be nice. Where is my nearest upgrade? The office, I think, has got a terminal. So I could do that very soon. But let's see this way of what I can do. Use a key. And see what's available to us. That's requiring a gem. You know what? Let's go for the gem. It is the patio, and it turns in the right direction. It says, spread these in every green room. We have the courtyard, but we also have digging spots, right? There's one there. Turnip? Some coins. We've got lots of coins that aren't that helpful for us. Let's do with some more other stuff. Oh, there's a gem over here as well, though. Below. Yeah, that's the Dutch telling me about a shovel. Cool, let's keep... Oh, yeah, yippee. Security door is locked by that, and I think that's my last door. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, that is my last door. Security was never going to get me through there. I'd need to somehow get a card. Let's head back to the office and upgrade something before we end the day for today. Not the most exciting of all days, but who knows. Still don't know quite what I could have upgraded here. Because I don't say this doesn't work with this, but it works with that, but it wants something else. Maybe I need to do something that's going to really help out. Run back and go again. Nice. Very nice. Good. We're going to insert the disc and get an upgrade. I wonder what we're going to get this time. There are lots of places I've not been. An upgrade to the Nook. I use the Nook a lot, actually. That's quite nice. What are we upgrading to? 2 keys, bacon and eggs. You will always draw library while drafting in this room. So I could always get a library, but I don't really need the library. The breakfast Nook is a good boost for that. Let's stick with bacon and eggs as a nice little addition. Good, thank you very much. Besides that, is there anything else I can do? Don't really think, because that's now going to make me out of energy. Oh, annoying, but we're going to have to call it a day and see how it all goes. It wasn't too bad a day. I just feel like after the successes of yesterday, I'm missing out on something. I did get right to the end, but now I understand what some of these other stuff does. But there was definitely some issues. I need to make sure I keep going forward. Getting stuck there was okay, but then it's over here I just got stuck. I need to make sure I get certain rooms early on, and then I can focus on getting like the breaker room and stuff like that. But for now, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ta-ra.